Hey, Carp Anglers, James Sanders here, and Tom McPherson. How you guys doing today? Great, great. I'm great. You great? Yeah, yeah. So, how's your week? Starting out pretty busy. Thanks for picking up on you now. Yeah, it's that time of year, man. You know, people, it's not man. But mainly, I've been getting a lot of inside work here lately, so which is a good thing because inside work is really scary right now. Not scary, but it's just scarce. There's not a lot of people are keeping it for themselves just because it's that time of year. Not a whole lot of money moving around right now.
Should be moving. Get that tax check.
Yeah, a lot. You know, that's vacation money for a lot of people and stuff too. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So, we had fun at Carp chili meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys hear it pretty good? Hit that thumbs up button if you guys can hear us.
Yep. Thumbs up. Nope. Okay. There. But, yeah, I had a good time at the Carp chili meet. We had a lot of vendors show up.
Yeah.
Definitely packed early in the morning.
Yeah, for sure. It really was. I think that's going to cause us to, you know, it's got us thinking, you know, about next year, or like we're already starting to think about next year.
Yeah. Minds are wandering and.
Yeah, you know, we have an opportunity, you know, because we've been getting the same place for a few years now. We actually have an opportunity next year to get a bigger facility, which is right there at the same location. Better bathrooms, bigger kitchen, better lighting. You know, it has a sound system and everything.
A lot more tables.
Yeah, so you know, one of the bigger people that's in charge of the whole Rolls Royce place over there, they came through.
Yeah.
And they walked through and they seen what we was doing and seen what we had going on. And, you know, this is, how many years we've been up there? 3 or 4, no? I feel like at least 3 years we've done it over there. Yeah. And for them to come to us and say, hey, you know, it's, you know, and, you know, we've used the money that we earned during that show to pay for that. Right. You know, you know, it cost us, but, you know, we wouldn't really be able to do it without you guys, you know what I'm saying? But we're definitely going to try to get this big, well, we're not trying, we're going to get the bigger facility next year, you know, but, you know, we're going to need help from you guys, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have to show up, you know what I mean? We're trying to get a bigger facility, that way we can have more room, more space, more product. We're definitely, you know, we definitely want to, hopefully we can work out a few kinks within the next year.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to try to get a lot more wild water stuff in there.
A lot of
you know,
matter of fact, probably here in a few, we'll start, you know, a couple days, we'll start working on vendors and see if they want some tables and all that stuff for next year, you know. And then maybe like a month or two before the event, you know, then they go ahead and start giving us their deposits and the rest of the water fields.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit we're gonna do some things a little different next year.
Yeah,
you know, just to make it more even, not only for us as a team, you know, but for all the vendors, you know, that way somebody don't feel like they're getting a special privilege because they got a certain spot, you know. We're just going to try to do some things different next year. Bring some more stuff to the table.
I'm even thinking trying.
We thought about it. Are you thinking what I was talking about the other day?
We're always on the right line. Like, what are you thinking about?
A midsummer chili meat?
Nope.
You wasn't thinking that. But that's what I've been thinking, man. I've been thinking about a midsummer chili meat.
Like get two of them going on.
Well, I mean, just, you know, like...
Or just start a little later on.
You know, I love doing every you know, I love the chili meat. You know, I don't want to take nothing away from it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we would do better if we was, you know, in the middle of the summer. More people's working. There's more money moving around the city, you know, which is going to cause the vendors to want to come because they know everybody's out working, which... That's not really the thing, you know what I mean? But there's more money moving around at that time. You know, we're doing it now to where, you know, a lot of people their business, you know, their lawn care business Or, for instance, my paint business, which I do a lot of exterior work in the summertime, I don't do much, I can't do no exterior work in the wintertime.
Right.
Or even mainly in February, because it's still cold.
Right.
So, that just gives other people more time to spend more money with vendors because they've been out working and stuff like that.
But, let's go ahead and,
Yep. Two other things, I want to give, for one, Joe Lutz, shout out my sponsor.
That's another thing.
R&W.
Good call.
I want to give him a shout out. Also, I want to shout out Tie Bugs Pickups.
Yeah.
I just picked them up as a sponsor myself. So I will be using them this year as far as pickups. They're made with pretty much, I want to say, one on an R&W. So mainly a lot of mine be made with R&W. I do throw a little bit of one on, but I love R&W a little bit, it's one of my favorites.
Also, I do want to thank all of them that did come to the chilling meet.
Thank all you guys for donating too.
Yeah, thank you so much. We had about almost 15, 17 vendors there. Hopefully we're going to get bigger. There was a lot of pay late vendors, but we're also trying to work on more wild carp vendors too. So that's the plan. And maybe down the road too, we're even thinking about getting some catfish vendors to maybe slightly mixed in.
Depending on how big the bigger facility is.
Maybe.
We haven't really, we know it's there.
Yeah, we're 100% carp. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all the way. But, we want to bring what everybody wants.
We just want a lot of varieties for for the vendors out there. But a lot of those flavors, they work for catfish too. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised a lot of these carp companies ain't really venturing off into it. As far as like catfish,
look at one on.
One on does it.
Yeah, catfish and carp.
But that's just a whole nother
breed. Yeah.
That's just a whole nother lane to revenue to bring money in. So why wouldn't you?
Also, another thing, if you guys ever get a chance, get on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button. Hit that bell button so you'll be notified automatically. Let's get our subscription up higher, and so we can do more things for you guys. More and better things and exciting things.
Speaking of something exciting, us as a team.
Oh, us as a team. We are a team.
Our team. Not like us, but like our whole team.
I know what you're gonna say.
We was really on stop mode on adding people to the team. We wasn't really gonna add nobody this year.
No, we wasn't.
But somebody that we met, he was just on our show a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. When I was talking to him and all that stuff, I really felt the force is strong in this one.
The passion is real.
The force, and
But we welcomed another teammate to the team. We talked to a lot of the chairmen of the Team Fish Fighters and everything like that. We all felt the passion. Like I said, the passion was there, and like what he stands for, and Paul Metz.
from Pennsylvania.
Welcome to the team, brother. Yeah, welcome to the team, brother. You guys will be looking out for him. He'll be dropping some videos on you guys soon.
Yeah.
Him and another teammate of ours, Troy Taylor.
Yeah, he's up there.
Man, he's hit the big trophy a couple times too.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, he's hit it a couple times.
Oh yeah, congratulations to Juan, our teammate.
Winning.
Come on,
we gotta go. We gotta get it all.
Yeah, we gotta get it all out of here, man.
But shout out to Paul. Welcome to the team, brother. You know what I mean? You deserve it, man. When I called him, and man, I'm just not even really gonna go into detail, man. But you talking about somebody that was very. I've called a bunch of people. I'll put it to you like this: I've called a bunch of people over the last years to welcome them to the team and everything. And me personally, like I've never had a better video call with somebody that showed me the passion just off of the reaction of,
Right.
you know, being accepted to be on our team. You know, it meant a lot to him, and that, you know, that let us know and show us that, you know, like I said, that passion, man, that passion runs deep in people. You know what I mean? And he's willing to help other people, and that's, you know, that's what we stand for. So,
but also, you know, change the subject a little bit. Are we're change the subject right now. I also want to throw this out there. Carpanglers.com. They gave, you know, they gave us a code. So for watching the show and all this stuff, any first carp anglers.
so if you've already bought something from there,
Yeah, it don't work.
it won't work.
Sorry.
But if you are a first-time buyer,
You will get a 10% off, and it's called, and you got to put the code in for Carp 10. Again, Carp 10.
so guys, if you're smart, you're gonna have your wife put an order in for you.
Good size, yeah, good size word. I want to throw that out. Oh yeah, let's we gotta get to our special guest.
Yeah, but hang on, we
So what?
special guest. Okay, what are we doing? Product of the week.
Yeah, product of the week. Go ahead.
Product of the week.
Yeah, we're gonna show you this. It's real cool.
It's gonna be hard for me to show it to you all the way, man. But I'll show you the poncho. The product of the week comes from Pathfinder.
Pathfinders.
I actually, you know, I won this.
Yeah, you did.
I won this at the chili meet.
Yeah.
I only try to get it in 2 raffles, and you know what's
I
crazy?
tried
I won both of them. I gave Kenny Mac that big fish for his house.
Oh yeah, good job. Thank you, Coy. Yeah.
But man,
All right.
look at all them different things that this is.
This is a very, very cool product.
Yeah, look, it's a poncho.
Yeah.
It's a sleeping bag, or you know, it's like a night
Sleepwear.
It's sleepwear, and then it's a sleeping
Rain
bag,
jacket.
and then it's like a blanket that folds out, and it turns into a hammock.
Now this thing, from what I understand, costs about, am I mistaken, $200?
No. To be honest with you, I really don't even know because he did it on a raffle.
Yeah.
So I don't think he was
I think
selling.
it's a very expensive.
But you know, these are not cheap
No.
because, like,
but this thing, man, I wanted it so bad. I mean, I got excited when I seen it, and like, man, yeah.
man, I want this. Hey, I want this for fishing in tournaments,
That's
man.
my $5 in real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can wear any type of pants with some boots, and I'm definitely gonna stay dry. This is what I like. Like, do you see the bag? The bag is part of
the bag.
The bag is the poncho.
The bag is the
like
poncho.
literally, like you literally.
This thing's cool. This really is a cool poncho, man. Gibson's keeps on giving up that. Right
Yeah.
That's right there.
And
Boom.
then, so,
That's
but,
the
and
bag.
now look, now that's a pocket.
That's a pocket.
It's a bag,
Yeah.
but it's also a pocket to
And you
keep
can
all
pick
your.
up the set Pathfinders.
Yep.
Check them out. They make some great survival gears.
Yeah. Wild water guys too. You
yeah.
guys are definitely gonna want
You
to
guys
check
should
them out
definitely
because
check it
they
out.
have a lot of
But wait,
products.
there's more.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Go ahead. What else we got?
But nah, like here's the poncho right here, and it's
Man,
nice.
you should demonstrate this thing how it's done. Go ahead. You know.
Put it on.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and put it on? Sure, I'll do that. Wow, look at the sleek color. I mean, wow, look, it really brings out your eyes.
Oh, it does.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
James, stop! You're so
Really,
sweet.
Wow, wow.
But no, I mean it's got this pocket right here. I mean,
I'm like jealous.
but it's made to keep you warm though too.
Rainproof. This thing's really
That's
kick
nice. It's definitely gonna, you know what I mean. And I can grab a rod real fast.
Yeah.
It's nice. This is the only thing that I really even seen to the chili meat that I even wanted, man. I'm glad that I was able. I mean, I know I can. And they're located. Hey, everybody that's here in Indianapolis, Indiana, they are on the south side. They are in Beach Grove, off of Arlington. Right as soon as you get to the roundabout where the big B is, they put the big B in the roundabout right there.
This could even be a hammock.
Yeah, it's a bunch. This is that like.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
5
This is 5 different things in one.
Yeah.
Like, if you can lay it out into a small blanket. It's actually a poncho.
Yeah.
It's a summer sleeping bag.
Universal bag.
Inner sleeping bag for Molder sleeping systems.
Yep. What? Inner sleeping bag for monitors.
It's a universal blanket and a hammock underquilt.
You're not gonna wear that.
But
yeah. Are you? No. Okay.
All right. I'm not gonna wear that. But yeah, so
I can't take
that's one product for the week. We're gonna do another one too, and this one comes from none other than James Sander himself.
All right.
His number one seller.
Number one seller. You guys tell me what this is. All right.
We can't really say it, so you guys can put it in the comments if you guys know what it is.
You can't say it. The last name, Carp. Gosh, why not? Carp, Carp cocaine. Okay. Now
this is not a drug. This is a fish bait.
Fish bait. So, but now we are calling this product now Carp cane. So, anybody want to get a hold of me? This is like I said, it's my number one seller. The pack's great. Love the product. I've been a big fan of it for years and years.
Yeah, way before he even got us.
Yeah.
Before he was even able to, purchase the company and everything. So.
And man, I never really heard anybody really complain about it. Pack's great. It's on the lake floor.
I'm going to put this back in the pocket.
Well, it's the bottom of the lake floor and leaves this little white cloud that attracts the carp to your area. So that is the pick of the week, right? Looks like the product of the week.
Two best products of the week. These are our opinions. But we are going to, we're going to try to start shouting out these, different products every week. So if you would want us to shout out your product, and your product be the product of the week, maybe you send us your best seller, and we'll just go, we can go from there.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and call our guest.
I'm just, about 5 seconds away from putting this whole
5 seconds away
thing in this bag.
Excuse me, guys. I like to fish, man.
Yeah.
Bro, getting those withdrawals.
You got your money together?
I'm not gonna buy no carp.
You don't have to buy them. I'll rent them to you.
No. Okay. All right. Get Justin.
Are we forgetting anything?
I think so.
Shout out to Justin Sears.
Yeah, for the whole thing.
Yeah, without you, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already know this wouldn't be possible. Like I said, all the vendors, use Carp code, Carp10 for the discount. Shout out to the teammates, TY Bug Pickups, Joe Lutz. What about your sponsors, man?
Huh? I am the sponsor.
I know.
I am the sponsor.
What will we do without you, James?
I know, right?
No,
He
has one hell of a product. I don't care what
neutral.
nobody says. Bottom feeder baits, you know what I'm saying, is one of a kind. It has been for a long time.
Yeah. But I'd like to set a point, I guess. Between kingfish fighters and bottom feeder baits, and I'm neutral for all companies. I think if it both start fishing, 100% for it. Let's do it.
Hey, we got a new product that's coming out too. It's going to be called Weebles Be Gone. Everybody knows what is the Weebles, everybody? Who could tell me what the Weebles are?
That's not the Wonka the Chocolate Factory, is it?
No.
It's not related to that, is it? No?
Somebody knows what Weebles are.
Yeah. But they all come to my products sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's a proven fact that they come from the granary.
Yeah.
And they're in the grain. But there is a way to kill them.
I'm not, tell you the truth, I ain't even really worried about if I kill them or not.
Because the carp ain't going to, they're going to eat them anyway.
Yes, that's protein.
It just scares people.
I don't know. Little sissies.
Look,
Come
see,
on.
there they are. Look, little bugs that get in dry goods.
Yeah.
All dry goods. It don't matter where the goods are coming from. If they're bottom feeder baits or they're sitting in a warehouse somewhere, or they're sitting at, feeding seed somewhere,
What do you guys? What are they scared of worms? What? You guys
Yeah.
scared of worms? Okay, like
So, I was, not trying to. I'm gonna make this short. So I was watching Moonshiners, and Moonshiners was having problems with the weevils in the bait.
I had the exact same problem with my moonshine.
We're not talking about
Get
the
those little weevils out of my moonshine.
yeah, out of your pack bait.
It's like the worm on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you about the bobber. I'm about to tell you about the gift card right after we talk about these weevils, and then we'll call Justin. Because we got about 18 people on here. If you guys can share this real quick, man, because we're going to do a $100 giveaway. But anyways, so if you take dry ice and you put your you put your pack that has weevils in it. If you put it in a 5-gallon bucket, because most people ain't doing enough for a 50-gallon drum, James will be using a 50-pound drum.
I'm keeping my weevils. I like my weevils. I love my weevils.
But for the people that, they're like, oh, weevils are in there, just take this and put it in a 5-gallon bucket and go get you some dry ice. And if you don't believe me, stick a camera in there or a GoPro and put this in a 5-gallon bucket, take your dry ice and set you a piece of dry ice in the middle of your oats or whatever pack that you're using that has the weevils in there, and put a lid on it with the camera in there, and all them weevils will shoot to the top because that dry ice sucks out the oxygen out there. You know what I mean? So it kills them because they can't breathe. But, and then you just shift them out to a smaller screen and all your small dead weevils will be gone.
I like my weevils.
Yeah. A lot of people, they don't bother me, but that's a way to get rid of them, though. So, Barbershop Bait Shop.
Barbershop bait shop.
He gave us...
Here in Indianapolis?
Yep.
Here in Indiana.
Yep.
Right by Geist.
Yep, in McCordsville.
Like,
he gave us a $100 gift card, and told us to do what we please with it, So we're going to use that to get a little bit of help from you guys. So we're going to do, you're going to pick a number between 0...
Hold on. We got to write the number down first, don't we?
Huh?
We just have to write the number down first.
All right. You pick a number. All right, so James is going to pick a number. I'm going to oversee his decisions that he makes on the numbers, so he don't go over. You know what I mean? So you're going to pick a number between 0 and 1,000. 0 and 1,000. Okay? So James has wrote a number down between 0 and 1,000.
0 and
Next Wednesday.
What? Next Wednesday?
Yeah, next Wednesday on our podcast, we will reveal the winner. So, hang on before you guys start commenting. Okay, so in order for you guys to be able to be eligible for the $100 giveaway card, you have to pick the exact number.
And also be a subscriber to our...
And also be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. So, and then you have to... So you got to have the right number.
Yeah.
Be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. And you have to go on there and share one or multiple of our videos. It don't matter which video it is. You got to get on there. Like I said, you got to pick the right number.
Video, how's that? Or no, the YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, not our YouTube. They just go on there and share whatever video they want to share, as long as it's a Team Fish Fighter video. So subscribe to our YouTube channel.
This is $100.
Yeah, so a lot of you guys
are.
are, but the people that's going to be that you're going to share this and see it, that they're, it allows them to get in too. So you have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. You have to pick the right number, and you have to go on there and share one of the videos. So if I pick up and we go through here and I'm just going to throw a number out there. If I pick number 2,000 So I'm going to go on here and I'm going to see who picked 2,000, even though it's even though it's between 1 and 1,000. So if I go on here and I see that somebody picked the right number, but then I go to the YouTube thing and I see that they didn't share a YouTube video too, then you won't be eligible.
Now, also, I think it's mainly here for the United States only, but if you're out of the country, you have to pay for the shipping.
Yeah, if you're out of the country or whatever, you have to pay for your own shipping.
This is $100.
Yeah, and he has, he
buy it from his store.
He has a lot of product in there too. I mean, he's got just about anything. He's got some wild water stuff, and he's got Pay Lake stuff, and then he's got your normal bass, bluegill, crappie, and everything else too.
And the bait shop itself is called Bobber Bait and Tackle.
Yeah,
Bobber Bait and Tackle. Very good.
Yep. So you guys do that.
Now, what happens if nobody guesses the number?
Okay, so if nobody guesses the number, we will be the closest to whatever number that James picked. I don't even know the number yet.
How many? Okay.
If somebody hits it on the head.
So what number again? 1, 2.
Oh my God.
I already got it wrote down.
Yeah, I know, but if you don't know what it's 2, then how do you know you're writing the right number down?
No, what you say?
Well, 0 to 1,000. Did you do it right?
No.
Oh, really, James? Did you really? You did it right. Let me see. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord.
I thought you said 2,000. Sorry.
All right, so you guys just keep doing that. We're just gonna do that. That's the number. Cool.
Okay. I like it.
All right.
All right.
All right. So we have a number.
We got a number.
Whoever, like I said, you got to be a subscriber. You have to have the right number, and you have to go on our YouTube YouTube channel and share one of our videos, or if you like, share multiple.
All right.
But yeah, so that that's a $100 gift card to the barber shop. Shout out to the barber shop. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I think he seems like he's gonna be around for a while.
Oh yeah.
He's definitely trying to make a name for himself in his shop, which all his products and everything speak for itself too.
Regular guest.
Yep. Yep. About to call Justin Keaton.
Justin Keaton. Need some liquor in this.
Need some liquor in that?
Yeah. Coffee.
Let's see the last that happened. She commented at the same time as that happened.
Oh, did she?
How's it going, brother?
Hey, what's up, Keaton? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. Wow. Sorry it's a little late. Yeah, we never get on time.
We've had a lot to talk about, man. We had a lot going on over the weekend. That's a whole year of planning and everything. You know what I mean?
How you doing, Justin? Can you hear us? Turn that a little bit.
Can you guys hear Justin pretty good?
Go ahead.
Hit that thumbs up button if you guys can hear Justin.
Say something, Justin. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Good. How you doing, bro? You been doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good working.
Yeah, Justin Keaton. You're definitely not a stranger to the Indiana Carp tournaments.
Hang on.
What?
They said it's muffled.
Oh, is it muffled?
Yeah, don't talk. Say something, Justin.
Yeah, what's up?
I like that.
It don't matter what we like. It's about the people that's watching.
What they like.
What
I like, they like.
It sounds.
No, they. What I like, they like.
Yeah, but if they can't hear, they're not.
This is our show, man.
It don't matter. If you can't hear, they're not going to watch.
I like that, Justin.
You hear what I'm saying?
That's it. See? Thank you, Mike. Thanks for pointing that out to us. I told you.
Yeah. James thinks everything sounds good.
I'm like,
Does it? Does it sound better now?
Yeah, you sound great, bro. You do. But,
They say that's a little better.
all right, Just Keaton, you're definitely not a stranger to all the Indiana carp tournaments here in Indiana.
He's almost won them all.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You are a good angler, good carp angler. What else is there to say about him?
Mouthy.
Yeah, I'm going to say that.
Yeah,
I mean,
we could say that.
say
We're
that.
talking about Justin Keaton here.
Yeah.
If you know, and that's what it is. If you know Justin Keaton, he's definitely not going to hold his
He's
tongue.
very passionate,
You know what I mean?
and he doesn't like to lose. Let's put it that way.
Nobody likes to lose. It's because of the passion that he has for it. You know what I mean?
I like to watch you.
It's him beating himself up like.
What the heck? Why did I
Like
put a worm there when I should have put a boilie there?
No, he forgot his can of corn.
Can't afford it or something.
Yeah. Don't give all the secrets away.
Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna tell him stuff. There's one time he was on our team, Justin, and we was going to Indy Lakes. And remember that one fish that had so much money to it.
$24,431.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that fish.
And I think it was that fish that had to be 24 something pounds. 24.
It had to be 24-1.
Yeah, 24.
That was like 12,000 in that drug.
Yeah, and we decided to go ahead and do a little video shoot there. And I bring all my gear, my camera stuff, all that stuff, my bait, my tackle, but I forgot my rods.
Yep, I remember. I was there. I remember that.
I had to go back home. But like, who gets all that stuff and forgets their rods, fishing rods? I'm like, oh my god.
Somebody that just pays people to take pictures with their fish. I don't need rods. I know Justin's gonna catch a pig. I'm gonna take a picture of that.
I had to pay somebody for a 5-pounder fish. Okay, and I thought it was big. So, but anyway,
It's all about how you hold it.
That day made me sick, I'm not gonna lie.
oh, that's right. You was like 1 ounce.
It was 24.
I called it 24-3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
24.
I mean, you was like so many ounces away. I'm like, and I remember we both watched you pull it in and all that stuff, and then you ran to the bait shop, and it was like,
Yeah.
if your scales wasn't right, they don't go by nobody else's scale, but that one scale that's in the bait shop only.
Yeah.
Only, and it says if that scale says it's not that one correct weight, and
You're all broken-hearted.
and that was pretty cool. We caught that
I
on
was fishing right next to the owner, Billy DeHaven.
Yeah.
I looked at him and I said, "Get your checkbook out. This is a 24-1."
Yeah.
All you had to do was soak that little fish, man. You know what I really think? I really wish that all the bait shops around would have pretty much kind of like, I mean, a lot of these pay lakes in like North Carolina, they do that a lot. They have salt water, you know what I mean?
Love those salt bricks.
Well, they have saltwater tanks, you know what I'm saying? Like on every corner of the pay lake.
Yeah.
You know that if you're walking it up there, you can drop him in there, and it's gonna, the salt's gonna heal it a little bit. You know what I mean?
But on others, when you dunk their fish into they got a little salt brick or something right there.
Yeah, they definitely got water right there for sure. But so like if Justin probably would have. If Justin would have probably soaked that fish or dipped it, was able to dip it right before he took it in there, it probably would have been 24-1.
Well, actually, if he didn't dip it,
No,
If I didn't dip it.
yeah,
That's right.
He let it dry for a little bit.
Didn't he?
Let it dry out.
It was 20. I thought he was.
No, that was 24-3.
I thought he hit a 24 even.
No, 24-3, and then he had to hit a 24-1. I'm like, what?
It was still a $390 jug.
Yeah,
So it was still money.
Right.
It just wasn't $12,341.
Yeah. John Daniels hit that like a couple days later.
Oh yeah.
He hit that.
But come on, tell the truth. You cried when you got home, didn't you?
He cried when he got back to the truck.
I would cry too, man. I would cry.
I cried.
You talking about being heartbroken when you're that close to a big money jug like that, man? That's I mean, you're not heartbroken, but it'll do something to you because that's why you're there. It's just to be so close.
Yep. I mean, I was there to hang out with the team and fish, but I was also there to try to hit that money.
Cole Branch said Justin Keaton the next GOAT.
Go.
Do you think that, Justin? Do you think people are gonna, a lot of people respect Gilbert Huxley and everything like that because he's accomplished a lot.
Well, I can't. Well,
Yes, he has.
when I think of Gilbert Huxley, okay.
I mean, he's the GOAT.
No,
He's like the grandfather GOAT.
yeah, I look at him as the carp father.
Yeah.
Like he kind of started the whole These Are Carpers thing. He was very knowledgeable. He stand up on the platform stages at the Boat Sport Travel Show talking about carp fishing, that stuff.
Yep.
I mean,
He said your clothes were dry.
I'll be back. Hold on, guys. I got a photo. You guys heard that? I think I did that. That happened to the last video.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Now the best
Gilbert
run.
Huxley has he's definitely made a name for himself. He's definitely done a lot for the carping community, not only in Indiana but across the country.
Oh yeah, in multiple states. I know one thing. He came in the chili meat.
Yeah.
He came in styling and profiling, boy, and the big boy 3-wheel, boy, came through the door.
That's
Wow,
what
yeah, he wasn't walking around nowhere. Need to get him out there on Del Hollow with that thing.
I think it was powerful.
It was.
I'm shocked.
I like to have something like that to run fish.
I mean, you can put like little wheelie bars on the back and see if it actually do wheelies.
There you go.
I mean, it probably works.
But all right. Justin, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself a little bit. Like what you do for a living, how long you've been carp fishing, that stuff.
Well, I mean, I've been doing it since I was 7. I was fortunate enough to live next to what was a wagon wheel pay lake at the time.
Gotcha.
Man, stop the
And was able to ride my bike there as a kid. We had horses up front of the place, so I was there constantly. That's actually
Yeah, hey, yes, we was. We was there constantly.
But we also had a trailer that we kept on in Paintown and had it there for like 16 years. So I was at Lake Monroe all the time, every weekend, always trying new spots, always learning, like new things. Really didn't get into, I fished my first tournament just kind of goofing off with my mom and my sister and my stepdad at the time at Lake Monroe when I was 9. And it was 10 biggest fish, or 10 fish total weight, wins it. Well, everybody else is fishing for bluegill and bass or crappie. I'm fishing for carp. I caught 2 carp, put them in a cooler, and my mom helped me carry them up there, and I won.
Sweet.
From then on, I kept joking with my mom, telling her I wanted to have my own TV show. I wanted to be a professional fisherman and teach people about fishing.
Like Bill Dance?
And it was like kind of a going on joke for years. And then one day, just randomly, I started working for Christine Stout.
Okay.
And was teaching her about carp fishing, and she started learning and introducing herself to new people.
Yeah.
And found out about the New York tournament.
Nice.
So her and I went and fished it. That first year, it was in 2012. It was 50 teams versus 50 teams, no sections. And we ended up with 4th place overall. From that point on, I knew that's what I wanted to tournament fish.
Nice.
From that point on, I knew that was the adrenaline rush and the hype from being just hanging out with your buddies on the bank to you can just goof off and hang, sit there if a rod runs. Oh, if you don't want to go get it, have your buddy go get it. To you need to be on it. You have to be on it. You have to know how to dial your rigs. You have to learn how to precisely cast in the exact spot you want to keep on baiting, and just the different things that you really had to target and really get good at, I really found interesting. So I just started following the tournament scene. K1 Baits picked me up at one point, fished with them. I would have to thank, I've got to thank them for a lot of the stuff that I learned. Christine for taking me to different places. I mean, I've been to Texas, Wisconsin, Michigan, Tennessee, New York. I could keep on going different places just randomly, like getting a phone call, hey, you want to go here? Well, yeah, my stuff's packed, let's go. Back to, I've stopped paylaking for years. And then randomly with Tommy, just started with Team Make 'em Shake, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I seen he was wearing the hat, maybe.
Oh, man, you know
in
what,
the video.
man.
Right,
RP Steve. That's the hook he gave me right there, man. I still got it. I'll never take it off that. He gave me and Justin that, man, before we left to go to New York, man. Like as we was going, he had 3 of them, and we all put them on our hats. So.
Yeah. Started paylaking with Tommy again, and I fell in love with. I liked the adrenaline of every 15 minutes you could win all kinds of money.
Right.
Or every hour, or every 2 hours, or every 4 hours.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be. The adrenaline of knowing that person next to you could be ripping fish and you're not, and you could literally move to another spot, and all of a sudden you're on the fish, and your money goes from nothing to a bankroll. I couldn't even tell me how much Tommy, what do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't even want to try to put a number on it, because that's it.
I couldn't even say. 20,000+ we probably won together.
I mean, I got a lot of pictures of just porch
just out
spots.
fishing,
Really,
having a good time with somebody, just goofing off.
That's what fishing's all about, just hanging out with other people and, just catch the fish.
Yeah, the camaraderie of it.
It's
and being
so
able to teach
peaceful,
people.
man.
You were just mentioning something about, about being a goat and this and that or whatever. What I want people to look at me for, and I mean, there's a lot of people I can say that I've taught different things. There's a lot of people out there that don't tell their secrets or won't share little things that could make your fishing a little bit better or easier. And I'm that guy that's going to tell you or show you.
Right.
I like going to a tournament and having competition. I like somebody knowing the same stuff that I'm doing is working, so they're going to do it too.
He's right.
Yeah.
I like seeing people succeed in the sport. That's the only way the sport's ever going to get bigger and better. If the same people keep on, don't want to say dominating, but if the same people keep on winning or the same people keep on showing up and they're constantly not saying they're winning overall, but they're putting money in their pocket every time, or they're placing, or they're,
consistent.
I mean, you want different people to do that. You want to see different people sitting up there, different people learning. People get tired.
A lot of people just don't.
Off of it.
I think that a lot of people just, you could take a good fisherman and put him underneath pressure, and then them not catch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You gotta learn. You gotta know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it has a lot to do with choice. If there's 30 people here, you got a better chance of probably catching more fish that day. But if you're dealing with some of the turnouts that we be having sometimes, like the March Madness tournament that's coming up. At Hubbard's, like, it's gonna be huge. I bet you we have 80 guys. And
for sure.
And there's gonna be a lot of money to fish for that day. But a lot of people, they come out there like, oh, it's the March Madness tournament. The water's still cold. We've had some okay days, but that water's still cold. Them fish are not moving like that. Fish are gonna be caught because they got nowhere to go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But being able to catch under pressure is, it's difficult sometimes.
Oh yeah, we went out Sunday. There was 38 people fishing, and 37 fish were caught.
Yeah. Oh wow.
There was a lot of people that had more life. Cole and I we split a set. We had 3 fish. There was another guy who had 8 fish by himself. So you start adding it up. There was a lot of people who didn't catch a fish.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people that didn't catch a fish.
So it's hit or miss in the winter for sure. I don't know. I like it all.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Sometimes my favorite. Do what?
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I mean, Zach, of course, because without him we wouldn't have Lake Monsters.
Yeah.
Him and his wife, of course.
Sweet.
Christine, because I never would have went anywhere without, you know what I mean? As far as any of these tournaments, I wouldn't have known nothing of them, you know? I was fishing hometown Indiana tournaments that Jim Donlin was holding, you know?
Yeah, missed that.
Gilbert, I mean, I have to give a shout out to Gilbert. I mean, that man right there, he's taught some things, he's seen some things, he's caught some things, he's been some places, you know? I could keep on going, you know? Tommy, I mean, that right there, that's my best friend. I mean, I've had some fun fishing on the bank with that dude. I've had many more years of fun fishing with that dude.
Yeah, man, we've had some good times. You know, we've had some fun times.
Yeah, James. I mean, we've had some good times on the bank. You know, you running the Westlake tournaments. I need those to come back. I was having fun.
You know, a lot of people
putting on a show every time. To be honest with you,
a lot of people are asking me about that. When are you gonna bring it back? I'm like,
yeah, I mean, I can keep on going. I got many people I could thank. You know, my mom for sure. Without my mom showing me, like, hey, this is carp fishing. Let me keep you out of trouble and off the streets, and let me keep you on the lakes.
You know, that's another thing I want to talk about your mom real quick. I feel like your mom taking you, you know, teach you a lot about carp fishing, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she's the one that taught me how to carp fish, 100%.
And you had a twin brother. You know, basically you both went out there together and you went fishing.
They're not twins.
I thought they were twins. I thought you were twins.
No, but you would fucking think they were.
Yes. I thought they were twins.
No, but they look.
I thought you were twins.
They look damn just alike.
Okay, my bad.
And Kay Lane, you're right. Justin would give anybody their shirt off his back. You know, his mouthpiece may overload his hiney a little bit sometimes. You know what I mean? And make you wanna, you know what I mean? Choke him sometimes. But like you said, like he would do anything for a carp fisherman. You know, he'll do anything for anybody.
Another really cool thing I like about Justin, I mean, he's all about carp care.
Yeah,
100%. I mean, I actually seen him actually go off on somebody. You know, I'm not gonna mention names that he went off on, but I mean, he went off on somebody, and for when he treated.
I think I know that incident you're talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't too far along. I think I want to say 2 years ago. I think.
Yeah.
She said I would have in the water a few times.
I sometimes can let my passion overload what my mouth and my brain are thinking, and sometimes the passion comes out, and it comes out in a rude or mean way. And I don't mean it to. It's just sometimes I see things and I'm like, are you kidding me?
The inner voice didn't catch up with you. Oh man, I'm supposed to think about this first.
So, you know, you was talking, you know, you was giving shout outs and everything. I mean, there ain't really, I guess, no place better than to, I guess, ask you this question, because I'm sure you guys get it a lot. Like, what is the move, or what is the future going to look like for Lake Monster? I know Zach's not here to give his opinion on that, you know what I mean? But just for the people that are watching, you know, a lot of people probably ask, and I'm sure you get, I know you for a fact, you get a lot of questions in the inbox and everything. So can you kind of
I do.
Yeah, can you kind of touch bases on that a little bit, if you could, you know what I mean?
I mean, really, without Zach, I really, you know, I mean, that's, like I said, without him, I mean, I wouldn't even be a part of it, you know what I mean? I didn't have the money like he did. I didn't have the space to put everything, you know what I mean? Without him, I can't really answer that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that, like, as far as, like, I guess just clearing up, you know, rumors, you know, how a lot of people talk, and then, so, you know, one person might say, that, you know, what's true, and then somebody else adds something to it, like, you know, are you guys keeping it, revamping it? Is it for sale? You know, I'm just trying to help you guys, you know, just pretty much just get, you know, what's true and what's, you know.
I mean, I mean, at the moment, it's sitting nice and cozy, but everything has its price.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And I know for a fact that you guys have a lot of product. Like, not product that we order, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have a lot of product, like, ready to be poured. So. Somebody said pineapple pepper. It's one of my favorites.
Was it Cole or Joey?
No, it was Jeffrey Williamson.
Yeah.
So, I got a question for you. What do you think makes a good carp angler?
What do I think makes a good carp angler?
Yeah.
First off, patience. After that, I would just have to say, I mean, anything you stick with, you're going to learn how to do. I mean, as far as a carp angler, just somebody who can go out and just catch carp and fish, keep it simple.
Right.
Keep it simple. As simple as possible. I am a part owner of Lake Monster Flavors, and I'm telling you right now, keep it simple. I throw plain bait 99.9999% of the time.
In the
I catch
wild.
fish. I rope fish 9 times out of 10.
In
It's
the
natural
wild.
to our waterways. If it's natural to our waterways, the fish are going to eat it. The fish are going to come to it naturally because it don't look like something alien-like to them. Eventually, a carp's going to come up to something that, yes, if it's leaking flavor or if it's colorful, they're going to get curious just like a cat. But if it's natural, say oats, wheat germ, bran, corn, chickpeas, tiger nuts, those are all natural to our waterways, especially here in Indiana.
Yeah.
They're not going to have to be curious about it. They know what it is already.
Yeah.
They've already looked for it. They've already tasted it. They already know what it is. They know what it tastes like. They want it.
Sweet.
Keep it simple.
Could you imagine the
Number
carp
one thing in Indiana, margin fish. Channels are fun to fish, but margin fish, I'm telling you right now, our fish love our margins. There's always a food source running in the margins, getting stuck in those wheat beds, stuck in those stick-ups and stuff that have been falling off the edge and whatnot.
Especially in front of West Side, right?
That's a structure and food source at the same time.
Now, you wouldn't be talking about the big wall or nothing like that in front of West Side Bait and Tackle or like that, would you?
Probably talking about anywhere, really.
No, he's talking
I'm
about...
talking anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, for instance, the water that comes down there along that wall,
I mean,
food gets trapped in that margin.
The one thing I know about Justin, and this is me, he likes to mind the debris.
I can make here you go. I'll make the White River Invitational and the Fall Classic very interesting. Everybody who's watching, throw 5 foot off the bank. Stop throwing in the channel. Let's catch some fish, guys. I'm telling you right now, throw off the bank. Everybody keeps chucking them in channels. Then fish want them banks.
Yeah, that's where everything, like you said, that's where the marsh and the moss and everything, that's, it's getting stuck right there. Like, and he's not lying because I've seen him do it. Like, how many trophies did you walk away with at one tournament, Justin?
How many what?
How many trophies did you win at the fall?
White
Fall Classic.
Yeah,
six trophies.
6 trophies. Like, he got first, second, and third. Weight-wise, first, second, third. Big fish.
How many fish got caught that day?
How many did you catch, Justin, and how many did nobody else catch? How many anglers was there?
I can't remember. Did I catch 2 that day and nobody else caught a fish?
I think you're about right.
3 or something.
It was a very slow day.
It was a very, very,
slow day.
And it was hot. I think it's pretty warm. What? Was it warm? Was it hot?
But, I'll be honest with you. Like, everybody always asks about why do we have the Fall Classic or the White River Invitational, where we have it. We have it there because Jim had it there. And that's where it has to be held because that's where Jim had it. And it's tradition. That's just, it needs to be held at. But everybody asks, well, why would you want to fish a tournament where you're only going to catch 3, 5, 6, 8, maybe a 13 or a 15 every once in a blue moon? Because it's not about the size.
No.
It's about catching.
Yeah.
I went to Juliet in Illinois and won their the Juliet tournament, first place, on little 2, 6, 7, 8, 9 pounders. I had a couple 15s in there or whatever, whatnot. But I drove, that's a 4-hour drive.
Did you go to that one tournament? I'm sorry, let me interrupt you.
Do what?
Did you go to that CCC tournament in Juliet?
No.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, I went to their Veterans Day tournament.
Yeah.
That's the one I won, yeah.
Yeah. That CCC
No,
weather was
I
real
never
bad.
fished the CCC.
What's that?
You say you
I've
never
never
fished
fished the CCC.
Oh, you never did?
I wanted to, but I
Wow.
never.
That really surprises
I
me.
never had the. Do what?
That really surprises me that you never was in it.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I could. I mean, we had the Tri-State Regional in Michigan,
Right.
which you and Tommy also went with us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all went.
You caught that 30.
The Wisconsin Two Rivers,
Right.
the Wisconsin Cup or Carp Cup. I fished it. Of course, New York, Texas Lake Fort 44 Challenge. But there's a few others out there like that I haven't. I've fished, of course, Connecticut.
Yeah.
But there's 3 in Texas, and I've only fished 1. Most of my tournaments have been either in them states or right here in town.
Yeah.
Or in the state, or should I say.
Right. Don't mean to cut you off, just telling us now, hey, guys out there, if you guys want to get into that contest for $100 gift cards, throw your numbers out on the comments.
1-0 to 1,000.
Yep.
316.
Throw your numbers in the comments, and then
Yep.
yeah,
You got to pick the right number.
yeah.
You have to be subscribed to our YouTube channel,
Hey,
Team
look.
Fish Fighters.
Don't worry about sharing.
No.
That's fine.
And you guys have to share one of our videos.
Yeah.
You have to share it to Facebook. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If we're gonna check. If you don't
They said we're
have,
going to check.
we are gonna check. That's the whole point of it.
But go on, I'm sorry, Justin. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're good, brother.
Shout out to this just reminded me, we forgot this earlier.
What's up?
Shout out to USA Carp Guide Service.
Oh yeah.
Our winner was Jerry Wilson.
Yeah.
He won it. He's already been he's been put in contact with Kenny Mack so they can communicate on when they're going to go, what weekend, and everything like that.
So we lost all. Don't have YouTube.
Well, I guess it's time to get one. We can use all the subscribers and followers that we can get. That's the whole point of getting you guys to go on there and subscribe and everything like that.
All right. I got what makes okay. So here you go, man. What is your PB on Common and Mirror?
And Buff.
PB Common is 33 pound, 15 ounce from Indiana.
Okay, sweet.
Mirror is 31 pound, 13 ounce from Del Hollow.
Nice.
And Buffalo smallmouth buff is from Wabash, the Wabash River up by Purdue, and it was 38 pounds, 6 ounces.
Ooh, doggy.
And largemouth buff would be 35 pounds, 7 ounces from Ladybird in Texas.
Nice.
I'd love to go.
Everything's big in Texas.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Grass carp would be. I'm gonna have to say the one in Connorsville, which was 45.13 or 45.15, but the one I caught at the White River Classic, or was it the Invitational?
It was invitational.
It was definitely bigger than that. We just couldn't lay it.
Yeah.
So, but I would say it was definitely bigger than that. I've caught a few high 40s or mid 40s.
Remember that?
It was definitely bigger.
Remember that grass carp at Connellsville with the broken back? Kept on swimming on top of the lake.
Did Yeah, Justin. Didn't he? I think he has pictures of somebody that caught that.
Did you catch that one?
Catch what?
That grassy.
That
Yeah.
grassy in Connellsville with the broken back.
Yeah, I caught. Yeah, I got that picture. I caught it.
Yeah, I did.
I caught it right after Adam Tomlin caught one. He caught one that was 55-13, and mine was 45-15, and that's what it was.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time we went there, I haven't seen it because he's always swimming on top of the lake, all like a shark. But is it still there? I don't know.
I've only caught one fish there.
There's some big fish in that lake, in that small little pond, should I say?
It used to be a pay lake.
It's bigger than what people think, though.
Yeah.
You know, they got that.
It's just over 4.5 acres, just under 5.
Yeah.
But it's got a couple of deep holes, 22, 23, 24-foot holes.
Yeah.
But didn't that used to be a pay lake?
Yeah. I don't know what name of it.
My 33-15 common.
Yeah.
That's where it's from. My 31-13 common. That's where it's from. My 45-15 grassy. That's where it's from.
Yeah.
That lake holds some gems.
Quick question, Justin. If I know you're going to send James some pictures and everything.
Send me pictures.
Yeah, even trophies too.
Yeah, I think you did.
I already sent them.
Okay.
Okay. So how many trophies would you say you have? How many trophies do you think you got? How many plaques and how many medallions do you think you have? Just like maybe a rough estimate.
Trophies. 75-ish, roughly. Maybe 80.
And those
plaques,
go ahead.
7, and medallions, probably 25, 30 maybe.
Nice job.
Something like that.
And you mentioned a lot of states earlier. Are a lot of those from like a lot of, like Lady Bird, places that you've been to?
I have a plaque for second place with my brother from the Lake Fork, Texas 44 Challenge. I've got a 4th place plaque with Christine from New York.
Okay.
I have a 1st place plaque with Christine from New York.
Nice.
I have a 1st place Big Fish with you and Zach from New York. And what's that other one from New York from us as well?
Yeah, I hit that. My 32.
It's a Big Carp 1st place and Big Carp 3rd place, both with you and Zach in New York.
30s.
And I have the Illinois Juliet 1st place tournament trophy, and that might be all I had to say.
He said, has he ever caught a fish on corn is the question.
I've probably only caught about 1 fish on corn in my life.
Yeah, he's got kernels coming out of his hand.
I've caught thousands probably. I've caught on corn.
Yeah,
it's the simplest, cheapest way to catch carp.
All right, so this next question I'm gonna ask you, man. This might, I don't really know. I'm gonna ask it anyways, man. What would you say your favorite memory or special moment in carp fishing was?
Man.
What do you think, huh?
Wow. It would probably be a toss-up from 2 different ones, really, to be honest with you. Going back after 2012, and everybody saying, like, because Christine had just learned how to carp fish, and I was a pay laker who people didn't know I knew how to wild guard fish or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going in there with owners of big companies and this and that, and taking 4th, and then coming back the next year and taking 1st in this section. It was like one of them moments, I kind of had to hold, I'm not going to lie, I kind of had to hold it together. I mean, you just took 1st out of all these guys with Christine, out of all these people who own big major bait companies and have thousands to just expendable money to just spend on bait, or they own the bait, you know,
Yeah.
and you're just a normal guy that works for, you know, 12, 15 bucks an hour back then or whatever it was, you know. It was one of the moments, you know. But then also going and fishing in Texas with my brother.
Yeah.
I never have fished with my brother as far as the tournament goes because we clashed heads. We butted heads on the bank.
You guys look just
And for him to ask me to fish in Texas with him and for us to go and take second place, take 4 categories total and second place overall.
Yeah.
That it was one of them. It was a proud moment, you know. So that'd probably be my 2 top right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you kind of answered that one question about mentors. What kind of advice can you give on chumming your swim and to bring the carp in?
Well, I mean, it really just depends on the area and how long I'm there.
Yeah.
And what type of fish you're targeting?
If I'm, let's say just for giggles, if I'm fishing a 12-hour tournament such as, or an 8-hour tournament, whatever the Invitational or the Fall Classic is,
Mm-hmm.
the only chumming I do is a little handful of corn with a couple pieces on my hook. I don't chum that much. I want the fish to find my bait. I don't want to keep giving to them if they're not giving back to me, you know?
Man, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's using my motto.
If I'm fishing New York
I'm not giving
or
them nothing until they give me
Del
something.
Hollow, and I know I'm going to be there for multiple days,
Yeah.
I'm chumming. I'm chumming, depending, you know, right off the bat for the first 18 hours, or I'm chumming every half an hour or every hour on the hour and chumming a 5-gallon bucket heavy.
How's that? Would I be like, say you go up to New York and, or maybe Dale Hollow and all that stuff? What or do you use a lot of boilies
Both.
or both?
Both.
He's throwing pack. I'm throwing boilies.
Whose interview is this? Is it yours or his?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We fished together too much. I'm sorry.
I understand.
Kay Lane, now there's a question for you. How do you know when is the right time to throw chow versus oats?
If I'm pay laking, chow all year. No,
No,
chow in the early year and the spring. When it gets hot, then you throw oats. When it's summertime and it's 90 degrees out, the water's baking and they're up on top, and you got to wait for them to come back down. Throw oats. It'll make a nice dust cloud down there, and it'll make it look like something's down there feeding.
Mm-hmm.
They'll come down to it. Bam, there you go. If you want anything after that, would be your fall time or just before winter time. And if there's cottonwood on the water, you're throwing. With cottonwood falling, you're throwing millet, right? If after it falls, you're throwing rice. Then you're right back to chow again.
Yeah, now back to chow. There's always like a big debate with, especially with pay lakers on chow. You know, people says, "Oh, I don't use chow. That's because it gets too expensive," and which it does get kind of expensive. I feel like down south it's a little bit more easier to get to because
It's not that it's easier to get to. The guys down there just don't throw it all year long, so the prices don't.
I mean, it's almost like $100 for a 50-pound bag of chow.
My bad. Yeah, the price we make the price what it is here
Yeah,
because it's such a high commodity here.
right.
You know, we make the price jump the way that it is.
Because everybody throws
And the
it all
sad
year
thing
long.
is other people are figuring that out. Now they're jumping it. Like you go on Amazon and look at a bag of 200. It's $145.
Really,
Yeah.
You know,
that's crazy.
go to Watermaker Feed and Seed. It's a just under 120.
Yeah.
But you go to
There's
North
a couple other
Carolina.
places. I found it had been 113, 115, 117.
But you go to North Carolina and it's what, $80 a bag?
Yeah.
That's because they don't sell it there all year long like that, so it
Now-
just sits.
I saw the chow a lot of them they use 200, and I think 300 is just a little bit slightly bigger. But could you still use 300?
Yes, you can.
It floats though,
Oh,
Yeah.
it floats.
You gotta put.
so you got to watch out for that
If
because
you-
300 and 400 will float on you when 200 is a sinking bait.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
So that's the difference
Actually, I
there.
did not know
You
that.
gotta make it
Like,
sing.
you
You
have-
gotta you gotta add a shit ton of flavor to it.
You got to you got to prep it 100% different to get it to sink when 200 automatically sinks.
Heck, if anybody really wants any kind of chow, we'll just throw this out there. The Bobber Shop right by Monroe Lake here in Indiana, guys.
You said Monroe.
I mean, not Monroe.
You mean guys?
Yes, thank you.
Guys,
He's got four skids.
Yeah, he has a bunch of chow.
He has 4 skids of chow.
I mean, I'm sure
Wow.
he's got
not
it.
playing.
I'm
He
sure,
is not playing.
I'm sure Adams Outdoors got it too.
Oh, yeah.
And that's for the local guys. But
Yeah,
if
just-
you're out that way in
Yeah.
McCoursville, like he has it.
Yeah, he just told me. I don't know what they have. Kudos to them that they do and all that stuff. And I do. Please again. If you're around that particular bait shop,
Yep.
please get it from
Yep.
them. They got it. Get it from them. But yeah, he's sitting on 4 skids right now on chow. So something to think about.
nice.
Yeah, something to think about.
I'll have to remember that when I need some chow.
Yeah. You got
Yep. Let's see.
throw some of these hard.
What do you prefer the most, fishing at night or during the daytime?
Oh man,
It's a toss up with me too.
that's a tough one.
Me personally, I like night. I like for night fishing.
Hey,
It's summertime.
Hey!
I just want to get to know Justin. I just want to.
This is his time to shine.
It's always. When's my time? When's my time? Go on. Sorry,
Man.
Justin. This is your interview.
I'll be honest with you.
Our next week's guest is going to be James Sanders.
Can I? Now I'm gonna throw a toss up for you because really, to be honest with you, my favorite time to fish
Uh-huh.
is 10 o'clock at night to 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I could dig that. That's like those are 2 perfect times right there because when the sun sets and the sun rises.
I love when the temperature drops a little bit and the water starts calming down because when it gets nighttime out that for some reason the wind stops blowing, it looks like glass on the water.
And rains are just
That nighttime just chilling, and then all of a sudden when you're hanging out with your buddies and bam, you start getting run after run after run because you've been baiting it up all day, and that it leads all the way into the morning. And that morning bite, like when you're hanging out and you're passed out in your bivvy or passed out in your chair and you get woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, that adrenaline rush. That's a fun rush right there.
Yeah.
Trying to find your shoes, trying to make sure you got everything, make sure you don't fall in the water. Yeah, I love it.
Now, how do you, okay, I'm going to throw this question out here. Say you're in Del Hollow or late at night, you're in a beautiful wild water area and you're fishing at night, you're sleeping in your bivvy or your tent, and you hear your alarms go off, screaming and all that stuff. What do you do? Do you try to find your shoes? Do you try to find your headlamp?
Tell him, Justin, you never took none of that off, do you? You
I
fell
find the
asleep like
rod.
this with it all.
I find the rod.
He's got the headlamp
I
on,
know
the boots on.
what
everything
shoes,
like
what
this.
headlamp. I'm finding that rod.
Yeah. Now I do. It's like I put my headlamp around my neck, and then I sleep because I gotta have my beauty sleep.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you how many times that I've ran out of my bivvy and had to look at the person fishing next to me and like, can you go get my shoes for me?
I know one thing. I remember we was in Del Hollow, and we went down there a little. I think we ended up going a little early. We didn't really catch no fish, but on the last day, Nick Swayze and Gilbert Huxley both had to run. Well, I come out. Gilbert Huxley had to run first.
Right.
And he was dead asleep on the boat.
Oh, he's always dead
And
asleep.
listen, he had on some The big pajamas, like the full body suit, all white pajamas. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
It's like it's
Did he have
almost
a-
like a baby onesie.
Did he have a nightcapper on his eyes too, or
Listen.
sleep?
I come over there,
Slippers with bunnies on
and
it?
hey, he's over there, and it's his lawn johns. You know what I mean? Like, but it looked like a whole onesie outfit, and he was all white, man. He was out there rolling that fish in because he jumped straight up out that bed, boy, and got off that boat. And I mean, he caught the fish. They both caught fish that day.
So I know the question to this, Justin.
You mean the answer to the question?
Yeah, thank you.
You know the question. You know the question of this. Okay.
This is how that's how badass I am. Okay. Matter of fact, we're just talking about the barber shop. Chris from the barber shop, he's asking a question. Says, what's the best size hook for carp fishing, Justin?
The best size hook for carp fishing?
Yeah. You could go ahead and throw for Pele and wild carping if you like.
Man. Well, I use wild water hooks when I'm tailing as well. I don't stray from it. I use 6s in the summertime.
Okay.
I use 4s in the fall, winter, and spring.
Now,
And why do you use them? Like in those times.
I like a bigger hook during the winter times because softer lips.
Yeah.
During the summer, when they're beating the rocks and they're trying, they're actually looking for food and they're more active and it's like they have calluses on their lips, so they get more sturdy and more. I don't want to. I can really just barely hook them with a small hook, and I know that I got a good hook set on them.
so you use a size.
But it also really depends on, like, if I'm wild water fishing, it depends on the size of my bait. If I'm throwing two 24 mil boilies, I'm throwing a size 4 or a size 2 hook.
Right.
If I'm throwing a single 16 mil pop up, I'm throwing a size 6.
Gotcha.
So it really just depends on really the time of the year and the presentation that I'm going for, the hook bait that I'm looking for.
Now, is that also a hair rig on both of them for Pelex and wild, or do you not use hair rigs?
We use both.
Well, of course, you're using a boil. Yeah, you're using a hair
I
rig.
use both ways.
Okay.
We've definitely used when me and Justin, when we was doing the Ace Lakes tournament, we was winning the whole tournament, the whole season, man. And who was Shane's partner? It was Shane.
It was Tyler Smith.
Yeah, man. Me and Justin was dominating the whole tournament. Like, even like I went out of town on vacation, and when I was out of town, like he hit like first place. And he hit a jug or two. So when I came back from vacation, like he had $300-400 for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then when I came back from vacation, we fished the first tournament. Boom! I took first place and second place, and I think I hit a jug that night too.
Nice.
So
I know you didn't make it to
we used a lot of corn then, though.
the chili meat, Justin.
Yes.
But you know who I seen there? At the
Do what?
You say you know who I seen at the chili meat that I haven't seen in a long time? The Bosnians.
Who was it?
The Bosnians. You remember them? You don't remember them?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, they were there at the chili meat. Haven't seen them in a while. The whole family.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah, I seen a video. I seen a lot of pictures.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I was taking down a wall in my place and replacing a couple windows and changing some electrical and drywalling, and
He's busy now.
I only accomplished part of it though. I still haven't drywalled it.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but did you get the windows in though?
Windows are fixed. They're not in. I just fixed the panes. They got new glass.
Okay.
So
So
I didn't. They told me I had to have a permit
What?
to change the sizes of my windows.
No kidding.
Yeah, because you're messing
Yeah.
with the structural.
Yeah, because it's an outside wall. You're changing the structure and the framing. So
Yeah.
yeah, in order for me to put all my new windows in, I have to have a permit because all my new windows are new sizes. So
Okay.
for now, it'll get me through, and then this summer or whatever, I'll get a permit and get them all put in.
Okay. So what is the weirdest bait you ever used?
The weirdest bait I've ever used?
Uh huh.
Well, so I heard last week Raphael say something about somebody using a crayfish.
Oh yeah.
So that is one of my favorite baits, to be honest with you, when it comes to springtime,
Okay.
just before summer.
Is there a size to it?
I will throw a crayfish on a hair
Yeah.
and have him sitting on side of outside of an oat ball.
Did you
And
send
I'm
picture-
telling you, the oat ball doesn't break down before it runs. But that's definitely not the weirdest bait, because that's a normal food source for them.
But yeah, did you send that picture though?
The weirdest bait I would have to say is probably the piece of a sour gummy worm, something like that.
I could dig it. I can believe that.
You know,
James liked worms.
I mean, who hasn't been sitting there and they're out fishing and they're eating snacks like that and they're like, man, I bet this would work on a hair.
Yeah.
You know, I've been one of them ones that have tried it. I actually want to try one of them cherry sours that you can get. I want to try one of them. I think it would work.
I think you're on something.
Did you send James that picture?
Which picture?
Crayfish.
Yeah, the crayfish on the ball.
1 second, hold on.
Yeah, send that to James and we'll make sure we put there. Let's see. Here we go. Is there a better time of year to use a short leader versus a longer leader?
Was that over
No, that's a question from one of the.
Is there a certain time of the year?
there? Yeah.
Jeffrey Williamson.
I mean, it's more of a... Hold on, let me take you off speakerphone again.
Yeah, I prefer
1 second.
to, but that's but it varies.
Take you off speakerphone. Okay, there you are. Whoa. Really, I mean, I like a good 4-inch, 5-inch leader, a hook length. Really, the only time I use a longer one is with a certain rig, a pop-up rig. Anything I want to pop up over something that is there that's in my way. A weed bed that's so thick, but I know there's fish sitting in it, I can pop my bait up over it with a pop-up and a good 18-inch hair or an 18-inch rig or whatnot. So it really just depends on, where I'm fishing and the structure that I'm fishing at the time. I wouldn't say perhaps the time of year,
Right.
because I'm always very fond of my 4-inch and 5-inch leaders. I don't like to give them too much room. I like them to be hooked almost instantly. The second they feel it, they're instantly hooked.
That's what she said.
I know some guys, just depending, some guys, they like a 10-inch, 12-inch, 14-inch. They like that little extra. It's also the same difference of using a braid versus a monofilament
Okay.
as your leader. I like a braid, but there are some rigs that you have to use a stiff monofilament for the rig to work properly.
All right.
So, it just really depends on the rig and depends on the situation. Oh, hold on, I'm going to send you that picture real quick.
Okay.
I have to get you off speakerphone so I can hear you. 1 second.
Christopher.
There, see now, I don't know why I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you. a
I'm
second
just
ago.
gonna let
That
the
was
people
weird.
in the comments read that comment. This is a PG-13 show, sir.
My wife likes the 7-inch.
He said, "My
Oh,
wife."
you poor guy. Well.
Dang, dude, how do you satisfy her with that little thing? 7 inches,
What?
man.
Dude, what?
got.
What?
He said my wife likes my 7 inches.
That's fine.
Now that's a small gummy worm.
Sorry, Chris. Yeah. But
Well,
That's
hey,
fine.
you must got you a keeper, bud.
no.
She must really love you. You got it. Hey, we gotta give him hell.
He's a good guy.
No, he really is, man. Just talking to him and just having a good conversation with him, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously, he's a business owner. He knows he's going to make money. Obviously, that's the whole point of being in it, man. But to really listen to the people and get stuff in there that they need, or want.
For sure.
Let's see here.
Wait.
What is age? Got up too early.
Got to do the minute?
Yep. Sorry, tired.
Yep.
The baby keeping you up?
She gets up pretty much, 2-3 times a night. Bottle diaper, bottle diaper. But anyways, what is a dream lake you would love to fish, Justin?
A dream lake I would love to fish.
Yeah.
Wow.
River
Gigantica.
Or
Oh, you're talking about UK.
Or Lake Passard.
where's that at? Any,
It's overseas. I believe Lake Passard is in Spain, but I may be wrong.
now don't a
But
lot
it's
of
around there. It's around there somewhere.
don't a lot of people over there, even Raphael was talking about it, about they call them pet carp over there.
Oh yeah, for sure they are. How they treat their carp over there is way different. They only feed them one food source. They only allow on their lake at one time 6 groups of anglers, at one time, and they all are spaced out, strategically.
Yeah.
You can only fish there certain times of the year. Some of them, let's just say I wanted to pay to fish one, I could pay today to fish one and may not be able to fish it for 5 years. It's that booked up.
Wow.
Their lakes are syndicates over there. Our lakes are.
I think I've seen a lot about like that, especially when what's that one YouTuber? Those YouTuber brothers, Carl and
the Carl the Carl brothers. I know you're talking about Carl and what's his name?
Yeah, right there.
No,
Yeah.
they fish with the Pass brothers, right?
Well, yes, they do. They did fish with the Pass brothers.
That's what I thought.
I can't remember Carl's brother's name. Wow.
I know they're fishing with Carl. That's
Carl
their
and
channel.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
No,
thanks
yeah,
to
Timmy done told me.
I was gonna say
Thank you,
thanks to
Timmy.
Timothy. I got it thanks to him because I read his comment.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got to pay attention to your,
Well, it's not,
to the people that's
they don't-
watching us.
They split up, but I think they actually talked about that before in the UK, where they had to pay money, kind of like a pay lake in a way. But I mean, it's basically renting a spot, and if you lose, I mean, sometimes it's so booked up that sometimes you don't get a chance to fish it for like another couple more years later on. So it's like
Yep.
you gotta revisit.
Yep.
That's how a book it is,
Yep. Yeah, Gigantica would probably be my number one though, or anywhere I can go, not just to catch a cool carp, a big mirror or a leather, big 70, 80, 90 pounder,
Right.
which is unheard of. But to catch, red-tailed catfish, shovel nose, an arapaima, a pyribra. I mean, any of these fish that are they're bucket list fish. Like for most people, they definitely are for me. I could go to one lake strategically and fish for each one of them. So that's why I want to go, because they're stocked over there. That's just what, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have them kind of fish here.
Yeah.
We got sturgeon, which are on my bucket list.
It is kind of cool. I like to see a lot of people from overseas, like UK and all that stuff, or other people, they want to come to the United States to try and go for those big mirrors, like
Yeah,
in Dale Hollow or the other place where the Carl and Alex and the Pass brothers went to. What was that? Foot something?
Blackfoot Reservoir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cool episode on that.
Yeah, it's definitely a place I want to go fish.
Yeah. Well, I started
It's on
looking
my
that
list.
up, and I'm like, man, that's like 12 hours for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 16.
Yeah, but it would be a fun trip. It would be
Yeah.
worth it. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be like going to Lake Fork in Texas. It's 14 hours,
Yeah.
close to 15 hours, but it's a dream place to fish.
Yep, that's what
It don't matter if you're carp fishing
Right.
or you're strategically trying to target buffalo carp,
Yeah.
or if you just want to goof off and throw a lure for bass,
Yeah.
because that's the largemouth bass capital of the world right there.
Oh yeah, down.
You know, that's like Del Hollow. You know, never stray from taking a bass rod or a crappie rod to Del Hollow with you, because that's the smallmouth capital of the world. So while you're waiting on a carp run,
Right.
throw a smallmouth rod. You know, have fun, catch some nice 5-6 pound smallmouths.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Pass your time.
so
Build the memories. That's one big part. Yeah. I guess I'll read a question then.
Yeah, about time. I get a break.
Oh my God. All right, here, I got one throw. What is your craziest experience while fishing?
craziest experience while fishing. Okay, well, I may have to send you this picture too. I actually have two of them. So the first one, I would say, would be the first year I fished Connecticut. And I know this is going to sound really crazy and whatnot. I got the picture. I've got multiple other pictures that people have taken of the same thing. We was all sitting there, and all of a sudden I looked up and I said, "Hey guys, what's that?" And it looked like a floating island, just floating, hovering above the other side of the other bank.
What?
Couldn't tell you what it was. We got pictures of it.
Just floating on by.
I'm guessing aliens wanted to see what we was trying to do. I'm not really sure, because it looked like a floating green, glowing, gigantic island. It was as big as Indianapolis, and it was floating up in the air. I couldn't explain it, and I'll send you the picture so you can
And
post
where
it
is
in
this
the
at?
podcast so people can see it.
Connecticut.
Because that was probably right there. That was one of the moments, like when you look at your other two teammates and you're like, we're out here with nothing. That thing's right there. I don't know what may happen, like this is crazy. The other one was fishing the canal downtown, just north of downtown, with Adam Tomlin. And you know the canal, 15, 18 foot wide.
Right.
Maybe 24, 25 in some spots.
Yeah.
We're sitting there, and all of a sudden an 8-point buck jumps from across the way into the water and starts running across the canal, and all of our alarms are going beep 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 as this 8-point buck is running through the canal, gets up on the path, the bike path, and takes off across the road. Started swimming across White River.
I have seen bucks around that area before. But that is kind of crazy.
Definitely a crazy moment.
I can understand that whole situation with the buck. Your first one. I'm guessing what, mushrooms or something that you seen a floating island. I'm just throwing it out there. It could be mushrooms, but.
Hey, look, I got another one for you guys too, and Justin was there. It was, let's see, it was me, Justin Keaton, Zach Peak, Joe Lutz.
That Joe.
We was in New York, and Joe, he always pretty much gets a Airbnb, away from the river, but on the river, just not part of the fishing. So we go over there to talk to him and stuff, man, and Justin has this picture too.
I got the video.
Yeah, he has a video, and I'm telling you, there was something in the sky, and it was, I don't know what it was. It was just a stream of lights. And there was every bit of almost 10 people out there that was looking up. And we're all looking up here, and we're sitting here like, man, what the hell is that? Like, that is weird. It just looked like a strand of lights just moving through the sky, and I mean, it was huge.
This stuff's supposed to happen in cornfields
No,
or cows are
No, it was definitely something.
The hell's going up in Connecticut
This wasn't even Connecticut. This was New York.
or New York? Okay. Wow.
And we're sitting down there. I think there was we had a big bonfire going, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had a couple rods in the water.
Mhm.
And we're just, we just had to look up, and I was like, man, what the hell is that right there moving through the sky? And that, I can honestly say, that was probably one of the most weirdest, craziest things that I've ever seen.
Now,
Oh yeah.
I mean, your guys' story's pretty cool. I mean,
But yours is about to be
no.
cooler. Yours is going to be cooler.
You said yours was about to be better?
No.
Look,
Me
I'm looking for this picture right
me and
now.
Ricky Mason, we was fishing.
Ricky
at
Mason?
Mason.
Ricky Mason jar?
Mason jar.
Yeah, Ricky Mason jar.
Yeah.
We was fishing at Channel 4. And then, and he started reeling something in. And what the cool part was that he reeled in a big old umbrella. He brought it to the bank and all that stuff. But the coolest thing is that we was from Indiana, and it was an IU umbrella.
Umbrella?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's
We're from.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're from
That's kinda
Indiana.
cool.
Yeah, but it's IU umbrella.
Yeah,
University.
that's pretty cool.
So, and he still kept. He
That
kept
is-
it. He took
yeah.
it home.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. But
I'm looking for this picture right now. It's on the Fishing Factory 3 Connecticut Open page. So they have a whole story about it.
Well, hey Justin, what in the wild water and Pay Lake, what would your go-to flavor be, as far as for pickup purposes?
As far as pickup goes,
Yeah, like like
Um,
whether it's boilies or or your what's your go-to pickup?
well, puffs and
Puffs or kicks for
For
Pay
Pay
Lakes? Both, Jeffrey. Both. I use both.
wee beds on the bottom.
I would have to say, man, that's a really tough choice. Squid octopus is probably my favorite because I do so well everywhere I go on it.
Squid octopus. And now, what company is that one from? I know K1 used to do it, but they don't make the stuff no more, do they?
No, but I still have all my K1 stuff
Do you?
that I still have quite a bit of it from when I fished for them. I don't know if you can look at your pictures right now, James,
Let's see.
but I just sent you the picture of that floating green, I sent you all kinds of pictures, but the very last one I sent you, so that was
Yeah, a lot of those pictures are pretty inappropriate,
look at
too.
it.
Yeah, he sent James a lot of inappropriate pictures
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself, man.
on accident.
I didn't say inappropriate.
We're just gonna tell you right now, Justin really loves carp.
So what do you make of
Yeah,
that
you
picture,
see that?
James?
That is weird.
What do you make of it? I mean, what would you say?
Looks like some kind of alien-like. Yeah.
Glowing green, floating
Glowing
island.
green.
Is that the only one you have?
Huh?
Is that the only one that you took?
Yeah, it took off like
Let's see.
instantly. I mean, I got that picture and bam, it was gone.
It kind of looks like a. Yeah. Can you guys see it?
Can you guys see that? That's watching. He's talking about this little thing right here, man. That's flashing down. We'll also put the picture in the
Comments.
Yep, in the comments and stuff, and on the.
I mean, not the comments, but on the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
So check out on our YouTube channel. You gotta be a subscriber
to that.
to that. Hit the like button. Also, hit the bell button so you can be notified automatically for our great carp adventures. Thank you very much. All right. So,
Breathe.
wow. He's out one breath.
Yeah, I sent you. We can go back. I mean, there's the trophy pictures and then all the fish pictures or whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, we'll make sure we get them up there.
Yeah. But no, I thought that was interesting. I mean, I've never seen anything like that while out fishing.
Right.
And I mean, when you're out fishing and you're out on the bank, there's nothing really you can do. You're in the elements, and something like that comes around. I mean, you're just kind of whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Like, like I'm glad it stayed where it went and then took off the other direction.
Yeah. Well, Justin, man, we're getting close to the end of the show, man. Is there you want to give any, like I said, any special more shout outs or?
Well, I got to shout out to all my fishing gang. Without my fishing gang, I wouldn't have people to talk to while I'm on the banks fishing.
Exactly.
So, or, anybody to goof off with or
Right.
set their alarms off and make them think that they got to run, because that's always fun.
I got a quick question for you.
I got to thank
There you go.
Del Monte.
Del Monte.
Del Monte has done me really good through the years.
I like Great Bayou.
I mean, all the carp anglers that I've met along the years that I've learned something off of, or been able to fish next to, or had my butt whooped in a tournament next to, or had the chance to actually hand it back to them. Yeah, I thank every one of them because I've learned in every experience.
Patience is a virtue.
Patience that's everything.
You said you had.
Don't go to a place, and I don't know how many places I went to, never been to, couldn't tell you if there was a carp there, blanked, and was like, I'm going back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people would have blanked and been like, there's no fish in there, I'm going to a new place.
Yeah.
And I went back and kept trying and kept trying and kept trying and then found a gem in there, both those koi that I caught. Nobody would have ever expected. I mean, now people know them koi are there. People have caught them. But most people would never in a million years expect to see them two koi. There's actually more than that. There's like 5 in there or something.
Right.
It was, it was going into a little mud puddle that is barely any water and giving it a shot. And next thing you know, bam, there's a koi on the line,
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, patience. Don't get burnt out on one area. If you're not doing good, come back the next day. You may rope them.
Yeah.
Try your, always think of it this way. If you think you're throwing too far, try shorter. If you think you're trying the wrong color, try a different color. If it works, stick with it. Don't second guess it. If it worked once, it's going to work again. I don't know how many people I watch. They'll catch a couple fish and all of a sudden it'll stop working for them. And they're instantly trying something else, making a new pickup, trying to do this, trying to do that. It's going to work, especially if that's what you bait it up with.
Right.
If you bait it, let's do some Field of Dreams. If you bait it, they will come.
Builders, yeah.
You know?
Dig it. I like that saying anyhow. But I forgot my question now.
You forgot your
I
question?
forgot my question.
It was.
Oh.
It seemed like it was important.
I feel like it was.
Feel like
I
that?
felt like it.
Oh.
I felt like it was really important. Oh, I remember.
Oh,
Light
your
bulb.
members, hurry up, get it out before you forget.
Uh-oh.
Where would you like to see carp fishing go in the future? How would you like the future be for carp fishing?
Well, I mean, I'd love to see it become a sports fish, recognized as a sports fish, not a quotation, unquotation trash fish, what people call it, or an invasive species.
Right.
It's been introduced to our waterways long enough. It's no longer an invasive species.
They say they even say bass fish is.
I would eventually like to see at some point the carp being specified as itself and what it is, and not other fish classified as a carp that isn't a carp.
Yeah.
Because those other fish can give the common carp a bad name.
Yeah.
The
Like
Asian carp is not a carp by no means.
Yeah.
The grass carp is not a carp.
Right.
The buffalo carp is not a carp.
Right.
We classified them in the carp family because it was easy, and that's just, the American way sometimes is to be easy and lazy. So that's just how it happened. But I would like to see it become a sports fish, recognized as a sports fish, not an invasive species or a quotation and quotation trash fish.
Right.
I'd like to see a big one I would like to see more of multiple states working together to try to help one another make the carp bigger. We live in Indiana, which is the hardest fishery in our country.
Yeah.
You can go to multiple other states and catch big carp, big fish altogether.
Right.
And just total fishery in Indiana, we're in the bottom of the barrel. I would like to see more respect in it, and not so much as people throwing them on the bank or dragging them on the bank, or bow fishermen going and just shooting them for the fun of it and throwing them in dumpsters or on the bank to die, or they're already dead because they shot them with bow and arrow.
Right.
Different things. Just small little things. Do I expect or think that the carp will become a sports fish in my lifetime? I hope so. Will we recognize it as a sports fish throughout the entire country and not an invasive species, and not treat it as such? Maybe in the next 50 years. But we can all change that. Our attitudes towards it, how dedicated we are to it, how much we teach other people. We have so many waterways, especially here in Indiana, that we've built houses around that we cannot fish as an angler unless you live on that property.
Mm-hmm.
And they've taken throughout the community hundreds of thousands of dollars to rid the carp from that waterway. The problem being is they're wasting money. You're never going to rid a carp from any waterway as long as we have ducks, as long as we have boats that leave one waterway to another.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that can carry an egg and an egg can attach to, it can be transferred from one waterway to the next. So you may rid a little bit of it, but you're always going to have one or two in there that's going to help populate and produce. So I don't know. I feel the carping community should work better together to promote carp fishing for what it is. Overseas, last year it was almost a $9 billion industry. $9 billion just overseas.
Right.
Think of that revenue. Think if we thought about it like they do over there.
Yeah.
Think about if we opened a few lakes like they have there, big syndicates that we only let so many people fish, and you only use the baits that they provide, the baits that they've always used to raise their fish on. There's so much that could be done with it, and so much that we have put a stop sign on the carp. Carp moving the way carp are looked at, we put a stop sign on it by how we as Americans are treating carp.
Yeah.
We think it's fun to go out and shoot them and throw them on the bank, or and not do nothing with them. We think it's fun to catch them and drag them on the bank without using a net and letting them flop and stepping on them, and to unhook them and then throwing them or kicking them back in the water.
Right.
The things I've seen since I was a kid all the way up till now, it hasn't changed. I wouldn't say it's gotten any worse, but I wouldn't say it's gotten any better either. Now, we do have a lot of carp care, yes, but that's your passionate carp anglers.
Yep.
But how many more passionate carp anglers do we have than just carp anglers out there? We don't. There's a lot more just carp anglers out there. Most people, they're okay with, going and catching a carp, dragging it on the bank, taking a quick picture, and flopping it back in the water. You have some people that'll go and walk out in the water with it, give it a kiss, swim away with it,
Yeah.
There's a big difference there.
Yeah.
So I think as a carping community and as a whole, if we all work together, I think that we can make the carping, the whole carp fishing community, the carping experience, we can make better in every possible way.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Will we ever make it a sports fish? I don't know. Will we ever make it not an invasive species? I don't know.
Nobody's
We
making
need the
enough
bass guys,
noise.
crappie guys, catfish guys all to see eye to eye with us as well. So,
I could dig it.
but that's enough on that.
Yeah.
Do what?
So I could dig it. I understand what you're saying. Well,
There's a lot that goes in it. There's a lot of people that's put a lot of money and a lot of time in trying to do seminars such as Gilbert Huxley.
yeah.
You know?
It was good.
Gilbert, Christine, and myself had Wild Carp Club of Indiana for a while and was traveling around and setting up venues and tournaments, and we did the Boat Sport and Travel Show, and we had our seminar, and we had our booth and stuff there. There's a lot of people that's put a lot of time and effort into it. There's a lot of people that have given up 40 years, like Gilbert Huxley, Ian Sorrell.
Right.
I can continuously name these people that their names will forever be known and sown in the carp fishing community, in the carp fishing world.
Sure.
Well, man, I guess we're about to end of the show. Man, Justin, I tell you, it was a pleasure to have you on our show.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yep. You had
It's been fun.
a lot of good info from you. Of your input of, that were always stuff that works for you. That and then it shows that you got a lot of hardware that shows you the way you put your mouth where your money is. So, good job. Good.
Well,
Definitely.
I appreciate you guys having me, and I hope that what I've said might have helped a couple people out there.
Yeah.
If somebody has any questions they want to directly ask me, feel free to message me. I don't stray from helping people out. I want to see everybody succeed. That's the only way it's going to get better.
Exactly.
It's not fun sometimes sitting next to the same person or one person that's sitting there catching big fish after big fish after big fish, and you are using maybe the same thing they are, but maybe one thing is just a little different.
Right.
Maybe they got a little chartreuse bead on there, or a red bead, or maybe they got a little white in their pickup versus you have all purple. It could be anything. But why not help that next person out? Why wouldn't everybody want to see somebody succeed?
Most definitely, yeah.
I mean, they do.
So-
They do in a while, but when it comes to the pay lakes,
Woo,
it's
dog.
all.
It's cutthroat.
It's tournament. You know what I mean? Like nobody's really gonna. They might share.
Oh, well, no.
Eventually, they might share, but if they're there and they're hitting 5 to 10 spots a tournament, like they're not gonna tell
Oh, yeah.
anybody what they're catching them on. So they can go from winning 10 spots to winning 2 spots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly. I know. Exactly. Oh, I know. That's why it is what it is. It's cutthroat when it comes to the pay lake scene. I understand that. It's a money game there.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, all right, Justin.
No different going out into the big wild water tournaments. It's a money game there as well.
Yeah, it is all the way around. But a big difference in the respect, though.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Big difference in the respect. Well, Justin, man, we appreciate
Yes, sir.
you. We appreciate your time.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to the show.
Appreciate all the
Hey,
information.
I appreciate.
You was able to
Hey,
share.
I appreciate it. I'm hoping I could help a few people out.
Yeah, I think you did. Matter of fact, you answered a couple questions for some people out here, and when people continue watching the show, there you go.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Well, all right, Justin. Thanks, bud.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, no problem, man. You all have a good one. Enjoy your night.
Thank you,
All right,
too.
you
Thank
too.
you.
All right.
All right. Our next guest next Wednesday is going to be Mike Thornburg from North Carolina.
Big Money Beepers.
Yeah, he's the owner of Big Money Beepers, bait alarms.
Yep. He has some real good alarms
Yep.
too.
We met him knew him for a little bit, but we also met him. He came to our carp chili meet, and real nice guy. You know,
I like to have some.
he's got some good attitude.
I like to have some Team Fish Fighter beepers. That'd be dope.
That would be dope.
Like if he had the dip, like our Team Fish Fighter logo, and have it dipped in it.
Yep.
Maybe I can get sponsored
Oh.
with some Team Fish Fighter.
How many sponsors you got now?
Let's see. RW, Team Weapon Pickups. One that's been with me the longest is, started with Jim Domlin, then you took it over as Bottom Feeder Baits. You know, they got me covered on wild water and pay lake stuff.
How many sponsors I got?
Well, you pay for all your fish, so I mean, if you start catching fish like your own fish,
Do you wish you could pay for
Huh?
fish?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you start catching your own fish,
I
maybe
catch
you
my
would
own
get a
fish.
couple sponsors.
I catch my own fish. I got videos. I got some proof. I know I did.
Yeah, it's always somebody else. You just
Cut
don't.
edit.
You don't see the money that goes in that pocket. Shout out to Big Money Beepers.
Yeah.
We'll see them.
Next Wednesday.
Yep, see them next Wednesday.
So,
Always support your local bait shops.
Yep.
Right now, our local bait shop would probably be, for me, the closest to me is Adams Outdoors.
Adams Outdoors.
I'm in between Adams Outdoors and actually McCordsville, the barber shop,
Barbershop.
Chris.
Any
let's
bait and
see.
tackle?
Yep, any bait and tackle. The bait barn, is it still open?
Nope.
Nope, it's
It's
closed.
closed. Closed about 3 years ago.
Okay, I didn't know they were still closed.
Yeah, they closed. Yeah. They was carrying the bottom feeder baits for a little bit. And, the original owner, he died. And the son, he passed away, and then the son
Took over for
Took
a while.
over
Then
it.
probably COVID hit.
it could be.
Yeah.
So.
Always practice good carp care. Landing mats,
Landing mats.
they're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
There's
Trails.
other things that you can use besides the landing mat.
Yeah.
Even a baby changing mat,
Yeah.
that'll work
Yoga
too.
mat.
Yep. Anything along
Yeah.
them lines will work. For your online carp needs, look up carpangler.com.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if you look up carpangler.com and you get on there, they're giving a 10% discount right now for your first time buyer. So if you've already bought, you won't get the discount. But if you have, or if you haven't got on there, you might want to do that and use the Carp code Carp10,
Carp 10.
and you'll get 10% off of your order.
Yep.
That's only for the first time buyers.
Right.
Also, we use other social medias platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
What's up? Team Fish Fighters.
Yep, make sure you subscribe to it, hit that like button, hit that bell button. That way, every time we post a new video,
Yes.
you get that, you get that little ding to let you know.
Oh yeah.
But we appreciate everybody.
Yep.
Appreciate everybody that came to the chili meet, all the vendors that traveled all them hours and
Man.
all them miles to come up here, to support us, what we do. Everybody that donated, we appreciate you guys. Man.
Appreciate it.
Yep. But
All right, guys.
we're out of here.
Later.
See you later.
Yeah.
They came back and said.